empowering you to embrace your inner wisdom, creativity, and natural cycles. Andrea is a menstruality mentor, cyclical living coach, well woman therapist, and artist. She is the founder of my most favorite shop ever, which is called Over the Moon. Welcome, Andy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Nina.
Cool. All right. So we are chatting today about your journal, your new journal, your 2025 journal that is coming out. Please tell me, what is this all about?
Okay, well, this is it in print. Um, it is a year-long journal, and it takes you through daily journal prompts. There's weekly prompts. There's like monthly check-in. There's even this year, additional to last year, it's got like a seasonal um, kind of like reset around the solstice and the equinoxes. And it's there just as a bit of a companion for your whole year and help you get into journaling around your own needs, really. Yeah.
I've got my one here from this year. This is
Yes.
this one from 2024. I absolutely love it. It's probably the only journal I've used. And I mean, like, if I go through it, like the beginning, because we're kind of like just over halfway, like you can see that it has been used, and I absolutely love it. So kind of like, I know what my benefits are from having got this journal and doing it, but what would you say are some benefits that people have picked up or that you have picked up as to doing this? Like, and why have you
Yeah.
created it? Like,
Yeah.
what
Look,
is this?
why I created it. So I created it for myself. I think that's like most people that write a book or write something, make something. It's like you're looking for something for yourself and it doesn't exist. So you're like, I have to make it. And when I first started using it at the beginning of this year, I'm like, oh, it's like it's just for me. I'm like, oh yeah, I made it. So the biggest thing is that we, a lot of the time, we're always seeking answers outside. Like
Mm,
what can I do to improve my health, or what can I do to make myself calm? Like looking here, there, looking on Google and YouTube, and we're looking for answers, and actually, they're in here. Um, and that is our intuition and our inner wisdom. And I call it cyclical wisdom because it is when we start to gather data about ourselves. It's basically a big database. So you're adding information about yourself and asking yourself the questions. And the prompts ask the questions you need to hear every day. And what comes up is the real answers. And you don't have to do anything with the information, but the more data you gather, and at the end of the year, we're going to look back through and notice these patterns that happen around our cycles, around the seasons, around the moon, or whatever is affecting you, your sleep, your energy levels. So yeah, it's a big data collection. And the benefits are really just tuning into that inner wisdom. People say trust your instincts and your inner wisdom. Like, if you've never asked yourself, how do you know? So at the beginning, it's a bit clunky and it feels a bit fake. I don't know how I feel. But the
mm.
more you ask, the answers, you start to trust yourself. You're like, no, this is exactly what I need. So that
Yeah.
is the benefits.
And I must say, I've been working with you for quite a while now, and I've been doing this work for quite a while. And like you say, like at the beginning, like when I started, I was like, well, I don't really know how I feel, or like, what emotion is coming. But you kind of, like you say, you do it regularly, and then you pick up the rhythms and the cycles. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm having a fight with Craig every time between like day 19 and day 21 of my,
Yeah.
like the rest of the month, we are happy as Larry. But if we're going to have a fight, I can guarantee you, because I have it documented, that it is either like around day 20, day 21 of my cycle. And it's not that it's anyone's fault. It's just that that's
It's gonna come.
I'm a little bit too tender or just a bit too snappy, or if I'm not in rhythm myself because I'm not doing, my habits or my practices, that I've maybe been stretched too far. So do you, I mean, I think you've got the same thing, don't you?
Well, it's
Please.
also what also comes, so with the when you're talking about that, there's within the monthly, you've got a cycle wheel as well. So you can add your in the daily prompts, you've got like a how you're feeling, but also you've got a word of the day. So like, it could be something like edgy, tired, or and then you can put that in there, and then the month of your cycle as well. And if you don't have a menstrual cycle, you could use the the lunar cycle, the moon. And that gathers the data, and then when you're adding that word in, you're like, oh, or you see the day, or in the daily prompt, you can see your cycle day. Like, I'm day 17, day 18. I know things get a little bit tender now, you know. Warning the people around you. I mean, the people around you normally know where you are in your cycle. So the more you do this and the more you communicate, so I'm day 17, and everyone goes, okay,
Do that, breathe.
yeah, and it's not about giving like allowances. It's just about like, okay, so what do we need to do? We need to give like Nina a bit of space today. Shall we go for a nice walk? I'll cook dinner, things like that. It's and the arguments still happen. It's not that. It's just about accepting what it is. It's not like this is a personality flaw or this is a big problem. It's just the biggest thing for me with this journal is self-acceptance.
I love it.
That is the biggest thing of like accepting all our mess. We're not trying to fix. We're just going, oh, okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
I love that word, this idea of like just accepting ourselves for who we are, like the big messes, the small messes, the imperfections, the perfect part of us, like accepting it all and embracing it. And I think like if there is anything, like I think this journal is really it that just helps you step into that. And it has been definitely a game changer for me. So I can't wait to get my hands on the next one. What I'll do is I'll pop all your details in the descriptions below. So people who want to get hold of your journal this year, or if they're watching this in a year's time and they're ready for the 2026 journal or who knows what, that they will always be able to connect with you and Over the Moon and all the other lovely products that you have. So thank you so much for
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to everyone who's watching and listening in. And also remember to like and share with those who you know, and remember to learn it, love it, and live it. Thanks, Sandy.
Thank you.
See you.